Hello, everybody. I don't know if you guys heard or not, but Santa Claus doesn't have GPS, so he's really a lost claus. Hey Janet, how you doing? I just kind of did a little dad joke there. Don't know if you heard it. Can everybody hear me okay? Let me turn this up. Is it buffering at all, or? Did you hear that Santa doesn't have a GPS? Oh, you heard it, okay. He's a lost claus. Got a couple notes here. This is going to be the start to my Tuesday 1 p.m. live streams. I'm going to try to do that. That's going to be my regular live stream time. I'll still do sunrises as I can, and I'll do other ones in between and collaborations, but for the most part I will do the one. Hey Grandma Teresa. I almost said Mother Teresa, but yeah. So I have, I'm going to set Tuesday at 1 p.m. Hey Simply Debbie, as my time. So each week, hopefully, you'll know that if it's 1 p.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesday, it's probably going to be, I'm going to be on. It is 64 degrees here today. It's unbelievable. When I get towards the end of this live stream, I'm going to turn it around and show you my lettuce and my white pumpkin. Hey Jane, how you doing? I'm going to show you my white pumpkins, plants, my lettuce, and then I'm going to take you around to the other room behind me, and we'll go look at my... Oh, okay, you got to check out her eye. So I'm gonna have, we're gonna go check out my hydroponic system and my latest, the hashtag Microdorf 2526 plants. I have my tomato plants. They're really doing well. And Broke but Bountifully Blessed, Carol. She also sent me some peppers, orange and red peppers. And they're doing really well. So I'm excited about, they've all been started in the hydroponics. I'm really excited about the hydroponics. It's really a cool system, and other than the Calypso seeds did not take off, but they're a really hard shell. I mean, a hard shell. So I don't think they're meant for like a hydroponic, and I cannot seem to get my pimento peppers to start. I have the orange and green ones from Broke but Bountifully Blessed. They're growing okay. They're growing great actually, and I transplanted them already. But I do have some news on my other micro tomatoes I grew. So I'll be able to post this to the Microdwarf 2025 site, because I am going to show that. Let me just put down my computer here for a second. So I got a notification that I received something in the mail to my P.O. box. No return address. However, it's from Canada. So because everybody knows that I started the rumor that I'm a genius, I'm going to take an educated guess like Carson would do when he was that guy there. Because it has a Canadian stamp on it. She said she was, Natty Homemaker said she was going to send me something. And it feels like there's some kind of seed in here. So that's just my educated guess. I am super smart. anybody that knows me knows that I'm super smart. I'm not. So, hey out, Okie. So let's see. Let me just, I'm going to very carefully cut this open because I know Jay, her husband Jay, said the other day that they were going to try to send me grape seeds, which I was really excited about. I can't remember if she said they were Corinthian grapes. Oh, hey V, how you doing? Or what type they were. But I was excited about it because I was going to actually make, because now she'll have, if this is Natty's, she'll have a spot in the subscriber garden. But I was going to make a trellis specifically for the grapes that I could expand upon. So, but she can't get me grapes. I think Jay said they can't ship them to the United States, which I understand. They're a perennial plant and they don't want there to be any kind of a, I don't know, I guess a weird transition or thing from if it had some kind of a disease to move it down here. I get that. But okay, so here I go. I'm taking, oh, you know what? It is not seeds. I was wrong. Wow. As Christopher Walken would say, wow, wow, wowee, wow. That is amazing. Wait till you see this. It is a card. Look at this scene. It's all been bedazzled. Let me get it on some light here, if I can get some light on it. That is crazy. It's a deer, reindeer, whatever, and it's got jewels everywhere. I'm gonna take this to an appraiser because I bet you, Natty, these are real jewels. I'm gonna take this and get this appraised. This could be worth a lot of money. I could be 100 air. Okay. It is Natty, Jay, and Bella. Okay, that's cool. That's really nice. Thank you. Thank you, Natty. That is really cool. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And here's what she wrote in there. Okies is a genius, strong and free. He is so awesome. You should follow him. No, I'm just saying. It says, I'm a reindeer, strong and free, guiding Santa with a heart full of glee, spreading joy with a twinkle in my eye, wishing you love on this Christmas night. Love, Natty, Jay, and Bella. That's very cool. So I've gotten a couple Christmas cards. I know Grandma Teresa sent me a card that was really nice. I think I've gotten some others, I'm not sure. But that's very nice. Thank you very much, everybody, for taking the time. You know, we get so busy and caught up in our own lives, and people don't do cards much anymore. I remember we used to do cards all the time. I haven't done Christmas cards in many years, but that is such a cool card. I got that. I'll display them. I have Grandma Teresa's right over there. Maybe I'll put them up behind me here on the wall so people can see them during the Christmas and New Year's season. Thank you, Natty. Thank you, Grandma Teresa, very much. I really appreciate it. I really do. Here I thought she sent me seeds. And I thought I was gonna have to take the time. I had a thing all planned out that I was gonna say, thanks a lot, Natty, for making more work for me, because now I gotta make a placard for my garden. But they're not seeds, so that joke won't make sense now. But yeah, that's awesome. You know, I can't believe we're at, what, are we on the 7th, 8th, 9th, whatever. This month is moving fast. Christmas is going to be here really, really soon. I wanted to say tomorrow I might do a live stream in the garden for an hour or so. I'm going to be doing a bunch of work, so I'll come over to the camera once in a while and talk. But for the most part, as I'm cultivating or fixing fence or whatever I'm doing, I can move the camera around and then you can watch. I can come over and talk, so on and so forth. But I can take you over to the subscriber garden, show you some of the stuff that's happening there. Thank you, everybody that blew up my Tennessee casserole, the onion casserole. It's over 400 views now, I believe. I think that's my highest, as far as views for a long form, that's my highest view rate ever. So that's all because of you guys. Thank you so much. It's got quite a few hours behind it. It did really well. That said, I'm doing the 2.0 probably, hey Missy, probably Thursday or Friday, I'm not sure. But it's the 2.0 because I said in that video, I think, I have a couple of modifications I want to do. And I'll tell you what I won't tell you what the modification is, but I will tell you one of the problems when you cook onions, and if you've cooked in the past and you're a person that cooks like Missy and Misty, Grandma Teresa, we do all this cooking. Onions, when you bake onions, they throw off a lot of water. So I came up with a way to kind of help with that because that onion dish does create a lot of fluid as it bakes. So there's a lot of water in the bottom, which is fine. It's onion water. It all tastes great. It was one of the best tasting side dishes I've ever had. And like I said in the video, I'm gonna make that probably once a week now. And I'm just gonna continue to tweak little improvements to it just to make it suit what I wanna eat. And that's what basically cooking is, taking a recipe, trying it, and then tweaking it to what your family wants. If everybody ate the same casserole 24/7, 365, it'd be a really boring world. So that's why we all have different tastes, different strokes, different folks. Everybody walks to the beat of a different drum, blah, blah, blah. Okie, the cliche genius. But yeah, there's gonna be some changes. That video is coming out. I got a couple changes, but I do a side-by-side. I actually do a side-by-side with the original that I did on that video and what I did to make it different for my family in the other pan. So that's coming up. I hope you guys watch that. That's pretty cool. I think anyways. Thank you for the support for my short video yesterday with me yelling at the my smile emoji. I was out there filming for my asparagus upgrade video coming out. And I moved it out there because I wanted it outside. Hey garden, how you doing? And I wanted it outside. And as I was talking about the asparagus, I caught the corner of my eye. And that's when I said, you know what, I'm gonna put that in the video. I'm gonna do a video on that, me yelling at that somebody's heckling me. So that was kind of an on-the-fly thing. I didn't give it much time to sit there before it went live. So it didn't do as good as my other shorts have done, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was cute. I thought people could get another view of the emoji I created out of an old garbage 55-gallon drum lid that was on the property when I bought it. I typically don't throw a lot of, I'm not a hoarder at all, but if there's something here that I use, if I have a thought about it, I'll keep it. I'll give it a couple months, a year. If I keep thinking on it, what can I do with it? If I can use it, I'll use it. If I can't, I'll toss it. Hey, Cricket Beach. But yeah, so thank you everybody for watching that video and supporting that video. That did really well. I really appreciate it. I did gain some viewership. I put that little tongue-in-cheek kind of, hey, I got this many viewers, I need more, and you guys followed through, and I did get some more subscribers, so that's pretty cool. So I'm inching more closer to 1,000. So I'm looking forward to that here. Hopefully in the next month, I can reach that mountaintop and then put that one to bed and then work on getting my numbers. I don't know what my hours are. I got to look at that still. But anyways. Oh, and my other note was I just wanted to mention, if you know Down Home Misty Styles content, her channel, hey, have fun. I think she said the other day, about 3 or 4 days ago, she was short about 50 hours. So if anybody has an opportunity to go to her channel and maybe watch one of her lives, that's 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever, that can help her get her over the 50 hours that she needs to become partially monetized. I'm sure she would appreciate that. I went over very early this morning and just got home a little while ago, but I was over with my grandson this morning so my daughter-in-law could get some sleep. So I went over early this morning and then I stayed with him for 5 or 6 hours. So just getting home, crank this thing up, and just and while I was over there, oh, good for you. That's awesome. You just got your 3,000. So if you get a chance to go to I went there. So what I was saying was, while I was at my son's house, I go on his YouTube using his channel, and I watched 2 complete of her lives I had missed. So she got 5 hours from me. So hopefully, if somebody can just throw a 2-hour one on, or throw a couple 5-minute, 10-minute, 20-minute ones on over the next couple days, maybe Down Home Misty Style can get her 50 hours and get partially monetized. So, because that's what it's all about. I mean, I want everybody that follows me, that I follow, I would really like to see us all get monetized. So if I can help people get monetized, I'm going to do it. Yes. Yes, go ahead. If you want to drop your stuff in there. Yes, Down Home Misty Style, Coach. That's great, Coach. I'm sure she would appreciate it. She may be very close right now. So right now I have, I think, 7. That's awesome, Coach. That might even put her over. Because if I got her 5 today and you got her 15 tonight, that'd give her 20. Oh, hey, Shelly, how you doing? I said this earlier when I first come on. I was doing a couple stupid dad jokes. I'm in the mood. When I get tired, puns, so I can't help myself. Santa doesn't have his GPS, so he's a lost clause. Oh, let's see. My subscriber garden. I think I have. I'm doing pretty well, Shelly. I mean, I'm fine, so a little tired, but I'm always tired. I don't care. My subscriber garden, I think I have 7 now that will have placards, and that's only 150 square foot garden, so I have enough stuff in that group that I can fill that garden plus some easily. I bet you do. I bet you do, Shelly. So I know I have other seeds coming. I've gotten some emails saying, hey, I'm going to send you some. So when they get here, I will make their placards and then get them ready for the garden. And I'm not putting the placards out until I actually plant them, because if anybody knows the Texas, Oklahoma, Arizona, all that sun, when it is on full bore, it just bleaches everything. So I have them coated with a couple of coats of clear coat, and I'll have to rework them probably every winter. I have to burn or paint. But I have them clear coated well, but I'm not going to put them out to the spring, so they look fresh and nice when I plant the stuff. And then at the fall, when I take them out, I can do maintenance on them to get them ready for the following year. But I think if I get to 10 people, that's probably going to be all I'm going to do, because more than 10, I'd have to make a bigger garden, and I'm not ready to do that yet, because like I said in one of my other videos, my other live was, I have a priority list 1 and a priority list 2. My priority list 1 is number 1, 200 pounds of potatoes, 100 pints of green beans for next year, and my subscriber garden. Oh, Shelly, I'm not even bothering this year. We've had between my grandson's operation and everything else, we just decided, our family we're not doing, my son, they put theirs up, but we're not doing anything here at the house. Just to get it out, put it up, and then take it back down a week later. I'm not doing it this year. But I do enjoy watching everybody else's. That's cool. Yeah. So I like Christmas decorations. I love watching everybody's decorations. That's why this is really cool from Natty Homemaker. That's a really cool Christmas card. Now my subscriber garden right now is my volunteer garden, because if you've been watching, I have a couple of potatoes that sprouted. We had one frost before I got them covered, so some of the plants browned up, but then more sprouts started. I covered them with a plastic bin, so these big plastic clear bins. to create the greenhouse effect. Welcome back, Jane. So that seemed to work. It kept the frost from, landing on the plant itself. Plus with the greenhouse effect from the sun hitting it, it must have warmed them up enough. Then what I did was I took them off the other day, and I'll show that in a video coming up. I actually hilled the potatoes. So now that more sprouts started, I pulled some dirt over them, and then I put the clear plastic bins back over the top. So even if I get some colder weather, they should be okay. And then as they sprout again, I'll remove the plastic little greenhouse, and I'll pull the dirt up again to hill them again, and then recover them with the plastic. I want to see if I can get into January, February, and harvest potatoes now that they're out there. If I can harvest them out of the garden, and then maybe perfect that next fall, winter, if this is a success. Even if I only get a pound of potatoes, or 2 pounds of potatoes, I will consider that a success, and then I can try to read up on it, research it, and try to perfect it for winter growing next year, which I have ideas. I just haven't put them in motion yet. I want to see how this goes in the raw dirt before I do anything. Has anybody else grown winter potatoes? You can't up north because the frost line gets down, 2-3 feet, because you'll get a month of 0, some below, some barely above. So it'll just kill everything off. But I know, like, if Florida, I would think you could. Look at that, Coach. Yeah, see, I mean, it's just meant to be. Zone 8A. Okay, it might. Yeah, I'm gonna try. So I know garlic. Garlic does it. I know asparagus, because they're perennials. They'll go dormant and continue getting ready to produce in the spring. But yeah, if I can get a couple more, if I can do potatoes in the winter, and have fresh potatoes in the winter, is something I'm really interested in. So, because if I can do potatoes, then I could probably, yeah, garlic is great. If I can do potatoes, I can do probably like turnips or parsnips or something like that. Yes, garden hoe. Yes, they were a volunteer. I threw a bunch of stuff in the subscriber garden. So there was some little tiny potatoes I didn't use, but there was potato peels with eyes on them and everything. So I tossed them out there and I tilled it up, and then about 2 weeks ago they were growing. So I decided, well, I'll just see if I can get them to produce something. So I'm just trying a couple different methods, and we'll see if it works, and I'll just try to improve on it next year. So yeah, have fun in nature. Yes, I want to do that also. I definitely want to can some potatoes next year. I'm trying to get it so, being in this tornado alley section, or where we can lose power quite often, I'm taking some of my bigger baker potatoes, and I'm going to put those in the freezer, because that softens them up and the bake time is less. So I have a bunch of baked potatoes undone. They're just raw russet potatoes in my freezer. I can take them out, I can thaw them, then the next day I can just pat them dry, put them in the oven, and they'll bake in about a half an hour at about 400 degrees. You have yours in a grow bag. I've done the grow bag. I don't get the volume, I don't get the yield out of the grow bag that I do out of the ground. So I have them in the freezer. You can put them in your cooler in the crisper section, and they'll keep. And then I have video somewhere here on how to store potatoes if you don't have a if you don't have a root cellar or a basement in your house. You can just use a cardboard box, and I'll find that video and I'll post it again somewhere, or do another video and release it. Because that way I can have some frozen, canned, and just sitting there in a box. So if I lose power and my freezer goes out and I lose things in that, I still have stuff that's canned, so, or in storage elsewhere. So I'm just trying to have diversification of storage. What I am going to do more next year is I'm gonna start dehydrating mushrooms, and then some things like that. Maybe even some garlic, because I have that dehydrator. If I can dehydrate my next garlic harvest. Oh, take your time, coach. You do what you got to do. If I can dehydrate garlic, that's cool, Crooked Peach. Yeah. If I can dehydrate garlic and mushrooms, then I can create, you know, different people don't like certain things in their soups. I love mushrooms, I love garlic, I like onions. If I can dehydrate all of those, I can keep those in shakers, and then they keep for an extended period of time. So if I make a soup, I can make a basic soup, make your own garlic powder. I could do that too. And then I can just, when I want mushrooms and garlic and everything else in mine, just toss those in there. I have dehydrated jalapenos, so I can chop those up. And I just want to have a supply of my own spicing, because again, it's one of those things. I buy spices, I buy the store-bought spices, but we don't know what they put in that stuff. We don't know what pesticides they sprayed on it. We don't know where it was grown, what was sprayed on it, what kind of bug stuff they sprayed on it. We just don't know. Was it a organic fertilizer, or was it some kind of chemical? So that's why I'm trying to get to my own spicing. That's going to take a year or two, because, you know, my main goal, like I said, is potatoes. For next year, I want to get a year's supply of potatoes, green beans, and work on my subscriber garden. I have a secondary priority list that's all secondary. Everything's going to come down to, if it comes down to I'm going out that morning to work in the garden and my potatoes need some help, or I got to work on there, or do some weeding with my green beans or whatever, or the subscriber garden, that's what I'm working on. If my carrots look like they need a little help, guess what? The carrots are going to have to wait till the next day. That'll be my second priority. The stuff I'm canning and the stuff I'm growing for other channels so they can see what I'm doing, those are my priorities. And I'll get to the other stuff too. I'm gonna have carrots and beets and radishes and all that stuff. But again, I'm gonna have a priority list, and that's how it goes. If, you know, sometimes we get some bad storm, we do always get bad storms in the spring. So if my garden's going good and part of it gets wiped out because of a tornado or heavy storms or whatever, Down Home Misty Style, doing well. We just talked about you. Yeah, Shelly, tomorrow I think what I'm going to do is, after this is done, I'm going out in my garden. I'm gonna be pruning back my asparagus and putting some tarps down, and I'm filming that for an upcoming video. And then tomorrow I'm gonna do a live. Hopefully I'll be able to do a live in the morning, sunrise. And then once the sunrise is done, I can turn the focus onto the garden, and I can kind of show you, here's what I did with my asparagus section. I'm gonna do some tilling, and I'm just gonna keep it running for a while. And then I'll be fixing maybe some fence or moving some dirt from one spot to another. I have to dump out my compost bin into a corner of the garden so I can use that in the spring. And then I'm gonna start refilling it, because I have another gallon of compost to start. And right now I have 60 gallons of compost in process. So that'll give me 90. I'm hoping to get 120, which is quadrupled what I had last year. And so I'm expecting good things from the subscriber garden and my main prioritized part of the garden next year. But I'm finally putting on another garden related video. Cool. That's awesome, Jane. That's awesome. I was talking, I don't know if you were here earlier, but when this is over, I'm gonna take you guys in real quick. Call coming in, see you later. Oh, no problem. Take it easy, Crooked Peach. You have a good day. That's cool, Jane. Thank you. So in a few minutes here, I'm gonna actually turn the camera. I can walk you around, and I'll show you my lettuce, the white pumpkins, plants, and my stuff in the laundry room. So you know the one white pumpkin plant has started to run, so that's really good. That's important because it's it's elongating and it's dropping, so it's going to be coming over the pot here soon. Then I can set up my little. I have a little in progress. I have my little trellis in the shop going together that I'll show you guys at some point. And when I get it set up in here, you'll see what I'm talking about. And it's just going to be my trellis for just the white pumpkins so they can grow indoors. So that's going to be pretty cool. Mural from Hearth and Home did send me the Black Knight pumpkins because I lost them. And then the day she sent them and I got them out of the mailbox, I came home, came back here, reached over to grab something off the bench, one of the benches over there, and there those seeds were. I put them there so I wouldn't forget where I put them, and then I forgot where I put them. So now I have twice as many Black Knight pumpkin seeds. So I'm doing a video here probably in the next week or so planting. I have my pot out there. I'm gonna get the dirt and the potting soil in it, and I'm gonna start my Black Knight pumpkins indoors. And then hopefully I'll get a white pumpkin and a black pumpkin at some point, maybe February, March. If they bloom, I gotta get them to bloom. Then I'm gonna have to manually pollinate them because obviously no bees in the house, no butterflies in the house. So, hey Susan. So I'll have to manually do them, but I got paintbrushes to do. I've manually done it before. It's easy to do the manual pollination, but like I said, I have to have blooms first. So if I don't get blooms, I won't get pumpkins, obviously. So that's the big thing. So hopefully I can get a white and a black pumpkin indoors this year. If I can do that, that would be an awesome video to be able to show you guys the pumpkins I grew indoors. Then of course I got my lettuce, and then I'll take you to the other room here in a few minutes. And I'll show you the hashtag microdwarf 2526. Hashtag 20 micro timeout. Timeout. Flag on the play. I don't have a yellow flag here, but flag on the play. Let's start this over. Hashtag microdwarf 2526. We're going to, I'm going to show those tomatoes that Carol from Broke But Bountifully Blessed sent me. They're doing really, 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 really well. And the pepper plants are super healthy. They look great. And then I'll show you the hydroponic system that was sent to me as a gift by JC Calamity Jane. I'm gonna show you that. I have some updates on that, the stuff that's growing. And it's hydroponics, if you've never done it before, it's a great way to do seedlings and to get sprouts. So that is gonna be the method I turn towards more in the spring, is I'm gonna plant. If I'm going to do a bunch of pepper plants, I'll get them all planted in there in the hydroponics to get them started. If I'm going to do whatever else, I might even try to do a sunflower. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to see if I can get a couple seedling sunflowers from Shannon, from us in our bunch. And if I can get a couple of those going, I may get a second unit here at some point, I'm thinking about, because if I got a second unit, I could actually take one seed from everybody that is a subscriber that sent me stuff. So Misty sent me, she sent me some squash, some acorn squash, and some winter squash. I got other seeds from Broke But Bountifully Blessed. I got some from Hearth and Home, foraging. I'm gonna not get all the names right, but I think I would try to plant some of the seedlings in there and then start those seedlings in the garden and at the same time plant these seeds in the garden. I think that'd be pretty cool, because then I could have some greenery right away. So grab some Diet Coke they had on sale yesterday. I'm doing a video this week. This is going to get harvested. You can smell it, so I know it's very close. It's pretty much ready. It's ready for me to cut open. I can freeze this now. Some I'm going to roast right fresh, because I love fresh roasted pumpkin. And then I do have my second one. These are my last two pumpkins picked. Not all of them, but these are going to get hard. These are going to get cut open, gutted, and seeded, and then the seeds I'll keep. So if anybody's going to want some Connecticut Field pumpkin seeds, drop me an email sometime at okieseden@gmail.com and send me your address or post office box or something, and I'll get you some of those seeds. Those seeds were probably number one, hands down, the best seed. Yeah, those, Misty, they're great. They're great. Yeah. Yep. Good old tornadoes. We get them here. We've seen them. I've watched them start and go between me and my son's house. My son's 3 miles to the south, and we've sat there at his house and we've watched the storm come in. The wall cloud comes up, you start to see some formation, and it'll blow over us, and we know there's going to be something heading the other way. So scary stuff. But yeah, if you can get a hydroponic unit, I believe I'm 7B, I think. They did a change. I looked it up the other day, and they said Oklahoma, this region changed. They say 7B, 8A or something. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, if they're far enough away, they're kind of in their own way. I don't mean this disrespectfully to anybody, because they do massive damage and the loss of life and all of that. But if you were there just sitting there in a chair and could see off in the distance a tornado, there is some beauty to a tornado, to see that, how that works. You know, it's crazy how powerful they are in that area. It's just amazing. But yeah, so if anybody is going to ever want those, you can email me, or if you have a question or comment, or you want to do a come on for collaboration, which I'm hoping to have one next weekend. I'm going to contact them today, see if we can do something next weekend with a collaboration with another channel. We've talked about doing it for a while. We're hopefully going to do it soon, hopefully next weekend. But if you ever need to contact me for seeds or information or thoughts, or if you want to do a collaboration, just email me at okieseden@gmail.com. It's in my main channel description, so you can find it there. But it's just okieseden@gmail.com. It's very easy. But yeah, I'll send you seeds out. But the Connecticut Field pumpkin, they all sprouted in 3 days. I've never seen anything like it. They say 7 to 14 days for sprouting. I put them in the garden out there. In 3 days I had sprouts. And you all saw the garden. I mean, it was the first year I've ever grown pumpkins. I knew nothing about them. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed something with Misty. I'll go back and look this up later. Misty, whatever's going on, I hope everything's okay. So with that said, how about we do this? Let me unplug here for a second. Hey, memories and must-haves. What I'm gonna do, let me walk you over here real quick. Let me just bring this tripod up a little bit. Let me walk you over here for a second and show you. So, you see what I mean? This looks out my back window. This is my wood shop here. We put it here. So this window is eventually going to be removed because I'm doing the siding. I'm taking this window out and putting one over here. Then I'll get full exposure, and then I can put plants all up this wall over here. So that's my lettuce. I've been trimming it out. I've been eating it. It's really good stuff too. I've been putting it on sandwiches, and I did my caprese salad. So you can see, let me see if I can get closer with this thing. These are my white pumpkins. So this one's running. It starts over here, and it's already running. I've had to clip that one, and I clipped this. I think they got diseased. All the others are fine now. I keep watering them. This one's got a little brown on it, but it hasn't gotten any worse, so I haven't touched it. But yeah, this thing here, from here to here, is about 8 inches, 9 inches long. This one I'm probably going to remove at some point and either transplant it or get rid of it. These started in my hydroponics. And like I said, the leaves are decent size. I just been making sandwiches with them and stuff. I think these are chives, which wouldn't surprise me because I had a little bit of everything. Okay, here we go. Let's go real quick to the other area. And those of you that have never, if you've never been to my live, let me show you this real quick. This is my great-grandfather's. That table's over 100 years old. And I was able to refurbish it. Got my mother and father-in-law dropped it off when they came down to visit. And I was able to sand it all down. I flipped it on its top, and I went in and I secured it with new screws and glue. And then I sanded the whole thing down, top and bottom, and it's got a couple coats of clear poly on it. So it is, you know, it's a harder surface. So I can write on it. But yeah, that's over 100 years old. So that, when I pass away, which could be today or 20 years from now, you know, we don't know how long we're going to be here. That'll go to my son. Because he's already asking me, do I have a time when I'm considering passing away, so he can kind of get it in his mind what he's going to do with it. Yep, that's my son. Kids, it's good to have kids with a sense of humor. At least I think he was kidding. I don't know. All right, here we go. I'll go in the room here. Let me see if I can get us situated here. Boom. So I got a bunch of seed drying going on here. I got some jalapenos. I got zucchini. I have melon. I have, these are seeds from my asparagus plants that are drying. And then I have a couple of plum. We're going to do some plums. I'm going to try those next year. But these, I just let these dry. These are all my melons and stuff. I got to pick those up. But what I wanted to show you was, check this out. These started in the hydroponics. This has grown. That's probably 4 inches tall right now. These were only this tall when, let's see, what's today, Tuesday? Friday, Saturday, they were only about this tall. This has just gone crazy over the last couple days. And this is a little smaller, but still very healthy. Those started in my hydroponics. If you want to try some micro stuff or get some of those, these I started, oh my goodness, Misty, I think a month ago, well over a month, probably a month ago. But these are from Carol from Broke and Bountifully Blessed. And then these, see if I can turn this closer. It's hassling me. So anyways, so these are the hashtag. If you want to get some seeds that are the micro dwarf tomatoes, I got these from Carol at Broke but Bountifully Blessed, and then planted these. These started in the hydroponic unit right here, and these are growing like wildfire. Carol said I don't have to stake them. They say you don't have to stake the micro tomatoes, but I'm just used to staking, so I did. Let's see, resourceful living. They got about 2 inches high when I took them out. I let them bush out a little bit, and then I put them in some really good composted soil. So I have 1 microdwarf, 2 microdwarf. I think they do it till April. So if you want to get involved in a cool collaboration of videos, contact Broke But Bountifully Blessed. See if she can send you some microdwarf tomatoes. And then all you do is you go to hashtag microdwarf 2526. You can do that anytime. You can go view the videos. I have 2 or 3 videos there now. These are already in those videos. I've already sent them in and they've already posted them. But these 2 here are already in videos there. And let me show you this. So here's the hydroponic system. Let me see if I can get in here a little bit closer. This paper up here is just to keep the water from having light shining down on it because it'll cause algae, which I do have some because some of it fell off while I was gone in Oklahoma. So there's a little bit of green in there. So I will empty this out this week. And then they send you these nutrients, A and B. And then you put a little nutrient in with the water. But what I wanted to show you was, this is my latest. I just planted these about 5 days ago. But this, I want to get you guys a close-up. This is going to be for the hashtag microdwarf 2526 tomato. So that's a microdwarf tomato plant right there. I planted 3 of them in a sequence. So these 3 are microdwarf tomatoes. So here's the second one. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this on this camera. Let me see if I can get some light on it. There it is. You can see the little sprout. This one has sprouted. So I have a second sprout now. And these are the little greenhouse domes. And then this is the third one. I haven't seen any action on this one yet at all. So it looks like it has sprouted. You'll never be able to see it down in there, but it looks like it's starting to sprout. So that's cool. So I should have, hopefully in another week, I'll have more seedlings. Put your plants until spring when you can plant them. So these 3 are the tomatoes. So those are going to go to the hashtag microdwarf 2526 video collaboration. This here is I'm excited about this because I never got anything from the first ones I tried. I have a pimento pepper, and it looks to me like, you can't see it, but it looks to me like it is starting to sprout. Looks like I got some sproutage. So I'm excited about that because if I can get pimento peppers inside, pimento peppers are awesome. This is another pimento pepper plant, and it doesn't look, no, it is sprouting. Okay, so I should have 2 pepper plants, pimento peppers. Now, these here, see these 2 here, were sent from the Foraging and Urban Garden, Homestead, I can't remember, I mess that one up all the time. Nothing's happening with this one yet. There's 0 happening. He sent me asparagus plant seeds. Nothing's happening. They might just not be conducive to hydroponics. I don't know. So here's my concern. If you can look at this, I don't know if you can see this or not, but see if I can get this to get a light on this. So you can see I do have something working there, but it looks like it's moldy. So I don't think anything's going to happen with these 2. I think these 2 are going to be a fail. So I don't think anything's going to happen with my 2 asparagus seeds. But a big thumbs up on my microdwarf tomatoes. I should have 3 more here pretty soon. And then I think I have 3 or 4 more seeds left, which I'll plant over here. Cactus Rome. And if I can get 3 more over here, then that'll give me 8. Give me 8 tomato plants. And I don't think, I think that'll give me plenty of micro tomatoes. That'll give me plenty of tomatoes to eat for myself, because my wife doesn't eat them, I do. But I will eat tomatoes 24/7, 365, and I'll eat them multiple ways. So I just cover this up to keep the algae down. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the main area. So again, tomorrow, if you guys hopefully stay tuned, tomorrow I'm going to try and do a sunrise live. If I have to help out with my grandson overnight, I won't. We've been splitting the night, but thankfully he's been, his pain has finally subsided, we think. He's been doing much better with his pain. Our pain management for him has been doing much better. It's going to be a long road, but he's getting better every day. He's eating and drinking and taking his medications. So if I don't have to go over there tonight, I'll definitely do a sunrise live, because it's supposed to be sunny in the morning here. And so again, everybody that's prayed or thought or had concern about my grandson, thank you very much. Hey, if somebody is going live here or they're doing a premiere, I think they said Susan, go ahead and post it. It does not bother me if somebody tries to say something about their channel. So as long as it's moral and it's, safe and everything, go ahead and post it. So if you have a live coming up, post it. More than happy to go watch it. I'm sure people here will go watch it. I'm very big on supporting other channels. Please post it. Don't be afraid not to post it, just do it. We'll try to get as many people there as possible. And if not, we'll watch it later. Everybody in this community has been really good about supporting each other. So tomorrow I'll do the live sunrise, and then I'll turn to the main garden, and you can start to see what I'm doing there. And I'll probably be working in the garden, and I'll film some of that because I want to do some cultivating. I want to do some fence work. I need to transfer some dirt over. So that's where we're at. That's where Okies Eden is at. So tomorrow, barring anything, I'll do that. If not, it would be definitely Thursday morning when I would do a sunrise live, and then working in the garden. So hopefully everybody can watch that live. If not, if you can watch it later, I would appreciate it. I put out a few more people that I'm going to be supporting over the next week. Resourceful. Yes, I am in southern Oklahoma. I am in, if you know where Windstar, I'm in that realm, that area, Love County. There's the Windstar Casino. So, yep, I am just off of probably the most road-worked road in the nation, called I-35. If you know I-35, you know. It is one of the worst highways, and it's known for that. It's 24/7, 365 construction. So, but yeah. Like I said, I'm putting, I-35, yeah. I-35 is terrible. It's bad enough coming through Dallas on I-35 when you hit the George Bush and the 635. Okay, that's cool, northeast, yeah. But yeah, you have I-35, then you come up through Dallas and you get into Denton. Denton is a disaster. Then you get into Gainesville, and they got tons of stuff in Gainesville. Then they're putting the new bridge across the Red River. So there's always construction there. And then they replaced a couple bridges over I-35, headed north towards like Ardmore and Oklahoma City on I-35. So it's under constant construction, whether it's roads going over it, under it, or I-35 itself. But anyways, with that said, I'm going to go outside, get some work done while it's 64 degrees and sunny. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you everybody for connecting and supporting each other. That's great. I really appreciate that. Thank you for my support, for supporting my channel as I support your channel. Thank you for all of the prayers and concerns and thoughts for my grandson. Much appreciated. And it's nice to know there's always people that are pulling, you know, in your corner. Simply Debbie Sue, continue to keep her in your thoughts. She had surgery. She's coming along fine as far as I know. So just keep her in your thoughts and prayers, and whoever else is mentioned on here, they're not feeling well. Just continue to support each other, and hope to see you guys in the next one. And time to go out and get dirty in the garden. Take care, everybody.